Greetings, YouTube. Welcome back to the channel. Greetings, YouTube. Welcome back to the channel. What's up, Drac? We have Battlegrounds in focus to talk about from a dev diary perspective that just hit. It says, hi, everyone. When I started writing this post a few weeks ago, I intended it to be a discussion of all of our live content. So I got into it, realized doing the turn a 50-page report and trying to do so would delay this post by probably a month. So I decided to go ahead and focus on Battlegrounds as it's one of the places the biggest changes are coming. So huge changes are coming to Battlegrounds. I'm going to do in this post what I try to do with my bigger post, peel back the curtain as much as I can to let you know what the game team is thinking and how decisions are being made. I'm sure lots of you will disagree with some of these decisions, and that's okay. Before I get into it, I just want to say, when we're talking about bugs, gameplay issues, or anything else like that, the team is currently working on a post about the AI and our plans for it, but that is outside of my purview, so you won't see any of that discussed here. Alright, problem space. Start with describing some problems and challenges to have driven the changes we are planning to make. Battlegrounds meta system design isn't working. When I say Battlegrounds meta system, I'm talking about basically everything outside of the match experience itself. This is using the term meta in a way that players generally do not, but it's how we on the game team describe things like the various Battlegrounds events and objectives, Battlegrounds resources and currencies, and the seasonal structure as a whole. Few reasons why the system isn't working. Solo and alliance events have never really worked as intended. Second, because of the way the mode is structured, there is no benefit to pushing to the gladiator circuit and beyond as soon as you are able. Where you end up with the season ends determines almost the entirety of your reward payout. This causes a number of players, including very uneven matchmaking, as players have no incentive to complete to their level for the majority of the 4-week season. That's true. And then third, the restructure of the victory track allowed a large number of players into the gladiator circuit, which originally wasn't structured to accommodate the influx. Oh. Battlegrounds is a niche game mode. Wow. That is a shocker. Despite its importance in the public domain of our game, Battlegrounds is a niche game mode. The vast majority of our players do not, nor have they ever played Battlegrounds seriously, even when the rewards were top of the game shortly after it launched. I'm sure some of you are thinking, okay, but Battlegrounds is how you make your money because it's the only thing driving players to spend on their rosters. But again, that's not correct. The vast majority of our revenue comes from players who do not, nor have they ever played Battlegrounds seriously. That's shocking. Wow. So thinking that Battlegrounds is the most important game mode is an easy trap to fall into. I know this because I fell into that trap myself. Wow. That's really fascinating. He said, I'm in a position where if I had decided last year that addressing the core issues with Battlegrounds was my priority, we would have at least taken a crack at addressing them. I made the decision not to prioritize it. I'm not the only one in that position, and I'm not going to exhaust the list of everyone who focus on their mode. Okay. Wow, he's talking about how he was hired at the end of COVID Okay, so he said, I have made no secret that Battlegrounds is my favorite game mode. I've always been attracted to competitive environments, and personally, in many ways, Battlegrounds is the contest. For me, like many of you, it is the most important game mode. Focusing on Battlegrounds would do nothing to solve our problem of a declining player base. Wow. Indeed, I even uncovered some evidence that better rewards in Battlegrounds led to worse overall player retention. This is all really fascinating. And look at all the new stuff that Kabam is also in charge of. From Saga Incursions to Deathless Chase to Sagas to 10th Anniversary. Too many reward channels to make them all valuable. Even if we did have enough rewards to make every mode valuable, we simply don't have the internal resources to keep them all updated. There are hundreds of places of summoners get rewards across the game. Updating rewards isn't as simple as just updating a spreadsheet. For some modes and events, it can be a pretty involved process. Wow, they got Legacy with a name drop. Yeah, I can see that. So plan changes, removal of the solo event, creation of Radiance, a new competitive currency in store. Wow. So we're going to get a whole new currency for Battlegrounds. Hey, Ginferno. And there's going to be new incentives to get to Gladiator Circuit faster. Confident in our playbook to engage the players we focused on last year with this playbook, with imminent changes to both the event quest and side quest coming. I believe it's time to focus on our competitive ecosystem. There is so much to talk about. This video is already one of the longer ones I've had on the channel this year. It said the engineers have told us there's no way to keep our app running in the background. So even if we remove the pause button, players will still be able to pause the game by switching out of the app. So this is something that remains very explorative at the moment. Wow. What do we think about a whole new Battlegrounds currency? And all the changes that are coming to the game. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Otherwise, that was a lot of info. Thanks for watching. Hey everybody, sorry. I wasn't anticipating that was going to take as long as it did. Also, guess who's looking for a new Map 6 alliance? Woo. What's up, EA Marvel? Abdul. Satar, do I have to do Battlegrounds and Alliance War though? Because that's what I don't do. I explained that to my last alliance. They're like, yeah, no worries. In the end, they weren't happy with it. Yeah, I would just be doing AQ. How did y'all do in gifting? That's cool, Satar. Charles, no, there's no gifting event going on right now. I'm just asking about alliance statistics. How you doing, Abdul? Charles, the fights just aren't worth much experience. True. Well, Sator, talk to your alliance leader. I just don't want to get kicked for only doing alliance quests. That's my thing. How's everybody's Sunday going? I had a good meal at IHOP. Not even alliance quest, Sator? Inspector Dread, you've never been to IHOP? The food's good. Dang, Sator, that's crazy. How do you not get 100% complete alliance quest maps? Nice, Ginferno. How much glory do you get per week? Okay. Yeah, I was getting 5,100, which was, I mean, whatever. It sucks there are plenty of lazy losers in your alliance that don't ever do anything. Hosetar. We can get the process started. What's up, Vitalik? How you doing, Charles? Been hanging in there, Charles. My birthday's in a week. Is it? Is it the so? It's your mini alliance. So are there not too many serious players in there? Thanks, Bobby. Hey, Mufasa. Just talking about how my birthday's on Thursday. How have you been? Thank you, Mufasa. March babies. Hey, March babies. Good time. Good time to be a March baby. And happy recent birthday, Mufasa, to you. Alright, y'all. It's been half an hour. We had a productive live stream. No super chats today, but that's okay. We still have plenty of comments and likes. Thanks to all the support. And we'll be back this time tomorrow. So hopefully we'll see plenty of you on Monday. Until next time, have a good one.